वेलकम टू टॉकिंग स्ट्रेट। आई एम सुरेश कोचाटल। एक देश में दो विधान, दो प्रधान और दो निशान नहीं चलेंगे। Those were the words, the immortal words of Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. And this rings out clearly in the movie Article 370. After all, how could one let a state which had merged with the Union be given such special privileges? A state that denied the woman property when she marries someone from the Indian mainland. A state that denied reservations to the socially oppressed. Directed by debutant Aditya Suhas Jhambale and written by Aditya Dhar, Arjun Dhawan, Aditya Suhas Jhambale himself, Monal Thakar, Arsh Vora. The film is all about Article 370. How it came into being, the way the clauses were fiddled around by Nehru, and how Narendra Modi and Amit Shah found a way out. As the title suggests, the movie is all about the infamous Article 370, which at the beginning of the movie, with a voiceover by Ajay Devgan, suggests was a conspiracy that was planned and executed by Jawaharlal Nehru and Sheikh Abdullah. The promulgation of Article 370 and how it was successfully abrogated forms the basis of this movie. The film rests on the shoulders of two women protagonists. Yami Gautam, playing the role of a young field agent, Zuni Haksar, an intelligence officer who is out to smash the cycle of violence and the conspirators who are out to keep the fires burning. She also has a personal axe to grind, for she is out to expose those who killed her father and made it look like a suicide. On the other end is Priyamani, essaying the role of Rajeshwari Swaminathan, a powerful bureaucrat in the highest corridors of powers in Delhi. A handloom sari is blend into a stoic, no-nonsense officer who can keep the secrets. In one scene, she does however lose her cool and utters a curse in Tamil. The movie starts with an encounter which results in the elimination of Burhan Wani, the poster boy of terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir. The cardinal mistake in handing over the body to his relatives soon signals a cycle of violence across the state. Yami is blamed by her superiors in Srinagar for killing Burhan Wani without authorization from the higher authorities. It's a different matter that one of the so-called seniors, Khawar Ali, played by Raj Arjun, who ensured Zuni's departure from the valley, was actually working for the ISI. It is in this aftermath of the 2016 Kashmiri unrest that Zuni Haksar is again handpicked out by Rajeshwari Swaminathan from the Prime Minister's office for a top secret mission in Jammu and Kashmir. The mandate? Crack down hard on terrorism and put an end to the billion-dollar conflict economy in the valley. As Zuni mentions more than once in the movie, the root cause for the violence in Jammu and Kashmir was money, which was bankrolled from across the border by ISI. She and an NIA team was asked to do the impossible, of course, after the abrogation of Article 370. That too, without spilling a single drop of innocent blood. How the records of the Gazette notification of Article 370 were hidden away, how it was traced, sort of rings a familiar bell for me. Around that time, I was also a part of an organization headquartered in Delhi that was trying to drive a counter-narrative against the jihadi propaganda in the Kashmir Valley. I cannot talk much about it. My lips are sealed. Let's come back to the movie now. While the first half is all about the political situation in Jammu and Kashmir and the cycle of violence that keeps repeating, the solution is there for all of us to see. But the impediment was to make the drastic changes, which of course was hampered by the articles of the provisions of the Article 370. The pulling of the rug under the feet of Mahbooba Mufti's government and a desperate attempt to form another government, a coalition one, with the Abdullahs are all things that have happened. How the powers in Delhi ensured that the new government in Jammu and Kashmir did not come up is again all but true. The fax machine at Raj Bhavan, we know, stopped working, and the governor went missing are all a part of the local folklore. Kiran Karmakar, as a Home Minister Amit Shah, has an uncanny resemblance to him, especially in the way he checkmates and then responds to the opposition in the Rajya Sabha. Arun Govil, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi, mirrors the Prime Minister without saying it much, and his body language says it all. the solemn wreath-laying ceremony for the Pulwama martyrs, and how Modi ji reacted at the technical area of Palam will leave our eyes moist. There are familiar faces in the course of the movie, which you can link to the Abdullahs, the Mufti, and even someone called Zakir Naiko. There is also the legendary recreation of the scene of Major Gogoi when it comes to tackling a murderous crowd of stone throwers. The movie also shows how decisions are taken at the highest echelons of the government, and the need for secrecy being the key to success of any crucial decision-making process. Article 370 is also how an education of a parliamentary form of system of governance works, how the bureaucrats and politicians work silently in dealing with critical and crucial decision-making process. Some folks on the other side of the political divide might call this movie a political stunt, timed with the fast approaching Lok Sabha elections of 2024. But in our country, there is some election or the another that keeps happening. What the movie Article 370 has done is to take the viewers on an educational tour of the troubled history of Jammu and Kashmir, starting with Raja Hari Singh in 1947, the invasion by the Pakistani tribals, and of course, the dirty game played by Nehru and Sheikh Abdullah. The movie also makes us realize the role played by unknown men and women of our security forces, who risk their lives to keep our country safe. It also shows how a resolute political leadership, which has the ability to take on tough political decisions, can change the course of history of our country. One more thing, I suggest that schools should take the senior students to watch Article 370. Before that, educate them at the school about what Article 370 was all about, how it came about, and how for the past 70 years, we let Jammu and Kashmir spiral down an abyss. If any school needs my services for the talk, do reach out to me. I'll be more than glad to help. Jai Hind.